I turned half a gallon of milk into breakfast for the week and made some homemade yogurt. Let me show you how. Do you know you could make yogurt in your Instant Pot with a half gallon of milk and a yogurt starter? That's what we're gonna do today. So I've got my half gallon of milk going in. Anytime I do this, I get asked, can you do it without an Instant Pot? Yes, but I don't know how. What I do know how to do is hit the yogurt button on my Instant Pot, make it say boil. That's what it's gonna do first. Put the lid on it. It doesn't need to be sealed. It can be on venting because I'm not trying to pressure cook anything. And when it beeps, I know I need to let it cool, add in my yogurt starter, and then let it process for 8 to 10 hours. The longer you let it process, the more tart it will be. So it depends on how tart you like it to be. So right now, I'm gonna wait till it tells me it's done with step 1. So my yogurt finished with the boil part of the process, and then I cooled it. I just made an ice bath and put the container in it so that the whole thing cooled down. The next thing I'm going to add is my yogurt starter. And if you're wondering what is a yogurt starter, it's just some yogurt that is unflavored. Typically, I save some of what I made before I flavor it, and then I have a yogurt starter so I don't have to buy one. I forgot. So I just bought one, and it's simple enough. It seems like complicated. Oh, a yogurt starter, what's that? Like a sourdough starter? No, it's not. It's just an unflavored container of yogurt. So really, for a half gallon of milk, you only need 3 to 4 tablespoons of a starter. It's just simpler for me to just use the container since I didn't save any of mine. So I'm going to whisk that in. Okay, I whisked all of that in. I'm just going to put my lid on. Again, with the yogurt button, I like mine to process for 10 hours because I like it a little tangy, and that's all there is to it. When I get up in the morning, yogurt, and I'll show you the next step. Okay, my yogurt processed while we were sleeping, and you can see it's nice and thick now. I like to pour it into cheesecloth that wants to stick to my jacket, apparently. It's 50 degrees here this morning. That's ridiculous in my humble opinion. So I like to pour it through cheesecloth because the next step is to strain out the whey. How long you let it sit in the cheesecloth determines how thick your yogurt's gonna be. If you like a super thick yogurt, let it strain for longer. If you like a less thick yogurt, don't strain it for as long. So it just goes right in. Okay, and at this point, you just need to let it strain. So I have a friend who likes to tie this up and just let it strain, hanging from, like she'll take a wooden spoon and put it through her cabinet pulls and put this on it. I just put it in my fridge and let it do its thing. So I lay the cheesecloth on top, slap a bowl cover on it, and put it in the fridge. I like to let it strain for 3 to 4 hours. I like a little bit thicker yogurt. Here's the thing, if you strain it and it's too thick, take some of the whey from the bowl, stir it back in, it won't be as thick again until you get it to the consistency and you get used to how long you prefer to let it strain. So that's what I'm gonna do next, and then I'll show you how I flavor it. So before you start flavoring anything, put some of this aside for your next batch. That'll be, yum. That's not even flavored and it's already good. That'll be your starter for your next batch, so save that separate. Then flavor it however you like it. I like honey vanilla, so that's what I'm gonna add to mine. You can add whatever you want. You add your fresh fruit, you can add granola to it, you can make a layer with it. You can do all sorts of flavors, whatever flavors make you happy, that's what you're gonna do. You can do coffee, you can do cinnamon, you can do any kind of flavor you can dream up. You can make it. You can leave it just a plain base and then flavor it as you get ready to eat it instead of flavoring the whole batch. But I really just love honey vanilla, so I make the whole batch honey vanilla. I put a little granola in it when I'm ready to eat it, and my breakfast is made. Okay, and then along with that, I'm just gonna add some local honey. First of all, it tastes delicious. Second of all, good for the allergies this time of year. I don't usually measure. I do a little bit and taste it and see if it's what I like. If it's not, I edit. So once you get your flavors in there that you're going for, whisk it up and then taste. Okay, I'm gonna transfer it into my jars, get it in the fridge, and this project is done. I got all my yogurt done. I ended up with 5 jars for the week and breakfast is done. Have a great day.